In the vast expanse of Eurasia, amidst frozen tundra, sprawling forests, and fertile plains, emerged one of the history's most formidable empires, the Russian Empire. Spanning centuries of conquest, intrigue, and upheaval, the story of the Russian Empire is a tale of ambition, expansion, and eventual downfall. My name is Sohail, you're watching Epic History, and this is the rise and fall of the Russian Empire. Number 1. Rise of Muscovy and the Tsardom of Russia. The origins of Russian Empire can be traced back to the Principality of Moscow, nestled along the banks of Moskva River. In the 15th century, under the leadership of Ivan III, Muscovy began to assert its dominance over neighboring principalities, laying the foundation for a centralized Russian state. Ivan, known as the Ivan the Great, expanded Muscovite territory, challenging the authority of Mongol-dominated Golden Horde. Ivan's grandson, Ivan IV, ascended to the throne in 1547 and became the first Tsar of Russia, marking the birth of the Tsardom of Russia. Ivan IV, also known as Ivan the Terrible, embarked on a campaign of expansion and consolidation, extending Russian influences eastward into Siberia and southward towards the Caucasus. Peter the Great and the Era of Reform. The 17th century saw Russia undergo profound transformation under the reign of Peter the Great. Determined to modernize Russia and strengthen its position on the world stage, Peter embarked on a series of ambitious reforms. He established St. Petersburg as Russia's new capital, symbolizing the empire's shift towards Europe. Peter's reign witnessed the expansion of Russian territory along the Baltic Sea as he waged wars against Sweden and Poland. The Great Northern War from 1700 to 1721 culminated in the Treaty of Nystad, granting Russia control over the vast territories in the Baltic region. Catherine the Great and the Age of Enlightenment. The 18th century heralded the reign of Catherine II, better known as Catherine the Great, a patron of the arts and an admirer of Enlightenment ideals. Catherine presided over a period of cultural flourishing and territorial expansion. Catherine's ambitions extended southward, leading to the annexation of Crimea from the Ottoman Empire in 1783. She also capitalized on the partition of Poland, acquiring sizable portions of Polish territory and further extending Russian influences in Eastern Europe. The Napoleon Wars and the Congress of Vienna. The early 19th century brought both triumph and turmoil to the Russian Empire. Russia emerged as a key player in the defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte's Grande Army during the Napoleonic Wars. The French invasion of Russia in 1812, marked by the grueling retreat from Moscow, demonstrated the resilience of the Russian people into the vastness of their empire. The Congress of Vienna in 1815 reshaped the map of Europe, solidifying Russia's status as a major power. The empire's borders expanded and Russian influence extended deep into the Eastern Europe. Expansion into Central Asia and the Caucasus. Throughout the 19th century, Russia continued its inexorable march eastward, venturing into the vast steppes of Central Asia and the rugged mountains of the Caucasus. Russian explorers, traders, and soldiers penetrated these remote regions, establishing forts, outposts, and settlements. The conquest of Central Asia brought new territories under Russian control, enriching the empire with valuable resources and strategic assets. However, it also ignited conflicts with indigenous peoples and neighboring empires, setting the stage for future tensions. World War I and the Russian Revolution. The dawn of the 20th century ushered in the era of turmoil for the Russian Empire. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 plunged Russia into a cataclysmic conflict, straining its resources and social tensions. The Russian armies suffered heavy losses on the Eastern Front, and discontent simmered among the populace. In February 1917, the pressure of war and economic hardships culminated in the February Revolution, leading to the abdication of Tsar Nicholas II. A provisional government took power, but its authority was soon challenged by radical socialist factions, chief among them the Bolsheviks. In October 1917, Vladimir Lenin, and the Bolsheviks seized power in Petrograd, marking the onset of October Revolution. The Bolsheviks proclaimed the establishment of a socialist state, bringing an end to centuries of imperial rule, civil war, and the birth of the Soviet Union. The Bolshevik seizure of power plunged Russia into a bitter civil war between the Bolshevik Reds and the opponents. The anti-Bolshevik whites, the civil war waged for years, devastating the country and claiming countless lives. Amidst the chaos, foreign powers intervened, backing various factions in a bid to shape the outcome. In 1922, Bolsheviks emerged victorious, consolidating their control over the remnants of the Russian Empire. The Union of Soviet Specialist Republics was born, uniting Russia and its former territories under communist rule. The Soviet Union would go on to become a superpower, shaping global events for much of the 20th century. The rise and fall of the Russian Empire encapsulate the tumultuous journey of a nation grappling with ambition, conquest, and revolution. From the humble beginnings of Muscovy to the zenith of imperial power, Russia's trajectory was marked by triumphs and tragedies, glory and despair. Though the empire may have crumbled, its legacy endures, etched in the annals of history as a testament to the indomitable spirit of a people and the complexities of power and politics. Thank you so much for watching. You were watching Epic History, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.